often think weight loss is all about diet and exercise, but it's not just that. Let's bust a common myth. Did you know diet and exercise only make up 25% successful weight loss? Quality sleep and sticking to a plan are actually the keys to slimming down. Luckily, if you are ready to start cutting back on food now, there's a way that almost guarantee you won't fail. Hello, welcome back. It's OK Ma here. Have you ever wondered how to shed those pesky pounds without all the usual hassle? Today, I've got something psychological tip that will make weight loss feel like a breeze. Forget about traditional dieting or exercise advice. I promise what I'm sharing today will shortcut your journey to slimming down. Make sure to save this video for future reference. You know, losing weight isn't as tough as people make it out to be. Let's dive into the psychology behind it and see how adjusting your mindset and habits can help you easily reach your goals. Step 1. Finding inspiration and setting goals first. Find your inspiration. Everyone has that moment when they decided to make a change. Maybe seeing someone healthier than themselves or realizing they are not happy with how they look in a photo. Inspiration is powerful, but it's only lasts a day, then it's fake. Next, set a specific and measurable goal with a deadline. For example, I'll lose 5 kg by May 1st and another 5 kg by September 1st. Having clear checkpoints keep you motivated. Step 2. Making a plan. Detailed planning is key to achieving your goal. Start with adjusting your diet. For instance, swap out sugary cereal and peanut butter sandwich for breakfast with handful of almonds, about 20, and small avocado. Just this change can help you shed a few kg of fat in a few weeks. Next, plan your workout. A simple and effective choice is a daily 30 minutes slow walk. Step 3. Executing the plan. Having a plan isn't enough. You need good preparations to stick with it effortlessly. Buy almonds and avocado ahead of time and lay out your running gear. This way, when you wake up, sticking to your plan is the easier thing to do. Oh, by the way, when facing temptation, you gotta have strong willpower. Like when you spot some high calories goodies, you might start thinking, A, oh, today is my cheat meal day. B, I'll start dieting tomorrow for real. C, I didn't eat much earlier on and I just skipped dinner. That's when you gotta see through all those excuses and firmly say no. In fact, up till today, these are still my favorite excuses. Bear in mind, willpower isn't endless, so it's best not to rely on it all the time. The smart move is to avoid temptation altogether, because trust me, once you start eating, you can never stop. And making sure your place isn't stacked up with high calories stuff. If you keep buying peanut butters and grape jams and sticking them front and center in the fridge, it shows you are not really serious about sticking to your diet plan, just waiting for that day to give up and go back to a big breakfast. And don't you forget about building habit. Making healthier living natural. The real trick is sticking with it long enough until it becomes a habit. If you can make it a routine to slow walk every morning instead of jog and automatically go for almonds and avocado, then your plan becomes super easy. Keeping it up every day gets simpler too. Then you might even start liking healthy eating and exercise. When that happens, it's no longer just a choice but part of who you are. That's the ultimate goal. Remember to drop your best tip in the comment. Next, tracking progress. Monitoring your weight loss journeys. Tracking your progress is super important. Step on the scale every morning and snap progress pictures every week. Don't sweat the daily weight changes. Focus on your weekly average instead. Understanding calories and nutrients. Managing calories is key too. Use an online calorie calculator to figure out how much you are eating each day. If you are not seeing changes after a few weeks, maybe cut back by 200 to 300 calories a day or bump up your workout game. Managing your intake. The basic rule for long-term fat loss is burning more calories than you consume. For example, if your body burns 2,000 calories a day, eating 1,700 calories daily daily will help you lose fat. A traditional way to figure out your daily calorie needs is using an online calorie calculator. Adjust your diet based on the calculations and check your weight after a few weeks. If counting calories is too much hassle for you, next is effortless fat loss method without counting calories. Some people find calorie counting too complicated. Good news is there are other ways to go without it. You can start by gradually adding more unprocessed or minimally processed foods and stir clear of junk. Opt for fruit, veggie, lean proteins, healthy fat, and whole grains. They are more filling and packed with nutrients. Maybe you could also try intermittent fasting like the 16-8 method, where you eat all your calories within an 8 hours window and fast for the other 16 hours. Or experiment with a low-carb diet focusing on proteins and fat. So consistency is key to fat loss. Losing fat isn't just about diet and exercise. It's also about getting quality sleep and sticking to your plan. Set realistic goals, make detailed plans, anticipate challenges, and build good habits. Remember, fat loss is a long-term journey, so don't expect overnight miracles. Stay committed and you will definitely succeed. Let's go and let's grow. If you are not up for the challenge, keep scrolling. Hope these no-cost quick fat loss tips today earn me more likes. Remember to save or share with others so they can shape pounds effortlessly too. And subscribe to my channel now for more simple yet effective weight loss tricks.